Here's a quote from Steve Jobs on creativity and connecting things. Creativity is just connecting things. When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. They just saw something. They were able to connect experiences they've had and synthesize new things. So that implies you're looking at a lot of things. You're spending a lot of time looking at different options. And then all of a sudden, the aha moment comes after you've been exposed to all these different, in our case, ideas of melody or lyric or rhythm or chords. You connect them together. Sawyer was also asked, are there other generalizations you can make about creative people? And he said, yes, they have tons of ideas, many of them bad. I can relate to that. So the trick is to mercilessly evaluate your ideas and figure out which are the good ones and which are the best ones, and use the best ones. Sawyer also talks about the importance of collaboration and building on the ideas of other people. In our case, use the Bible. Royalty-free quotes of life-giving words. You can quote King David as many times as you want. You won't have to worry about a copyright infringement. Although if you quote any version of the Bible verbatim too much, you might need to get permission, but most of us don't do that. Most of us paraphrase. Here's an interesting source that I never would have pursued, except I heard Matt Redman recommend to read this book by Stephen King, whose writing is too dark for me to read. I've read one of his books that was not really a horror book. But anyway, he has an excellent book on writing. It doesn't matter whether it's a book or a song you're working on. The concepts he puts forward in this book definitely apply to the challenges facing a songwriter. And the title of that book by Stephen King is simply called On Writing, a Memoir of the Craft. Finally, Sawyer was asked, what advice can you give to us non-geniuses to be more creative? And he said, take risks. Expect to make a lot of mistakes because creativity is a numbers game. Work hard, take frequent breaks, but stay with it over time. Do what you love because creative breakthroughs take years of hard work. Well, some of my songs have taken years to finish. Songs that have had 4 different choruses. I'll work on it for a while. I love the verses, don't like the chorus. Put it away for a month, 6 months, come back to it, try another chorus. It's just not there yet. Most of them don't take years, but they take work. I've read that Leonard Cohen had 80 verses of his famous song, Hallelujah, before deciding on which verses were the best. That's a lot of verses. Now, I've had 15 to 20 pages of rewrites on a song before. I've never had 80 verses. It's just an example of the hard work and the unwillingness to settle for just an okay song lyric, but putting in the time and effort to really make it good. Okay, so get at it. Get to work.